Hey programs, today we're uploading our breakdown of Tron Ares. Let's get into the grid.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Till the End of the Line podcast. I am the user with the laughs, and here with me,
User with the knowledge.
That's right. And today we are talking about Tron Ares. Good film, man.
Yeah.
I was expecting it was gonna be good, and Jared Leto didn't let down. I thought his performance was great in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hearing some like negative stuff about it. That apparently, well, we saw something that it's gonna be, or it's on track to be Jared Leto's biggest box office flop, which is crazy because he was in Suicide Squad and that did bad. So I don't understand how this one is gonna be a flop.
Financially.
It said from the numbers from the first day, and I think it was only domestic. So is that what they're talking about, like domestically?
All in, not together.
Because the theater I went to had almost all the seats taken.
Right. I mean, but we live in Chicago.
True.
You know. So his worst opening day was 14 million, and that was Morbius.
Okay.
This one only opened at 11.
Oof. So they're probably talking about opening day.
Correct. I have the numbers for the full weekend.
I'll give it to us.
So he did 33.5 domestically, and then globally he did about 66.
And this is what, Thursday to Sunday?
I don't know if they include the premieres on Thursday now.
I would
but I think
so.
they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about 60 million. But they're on a budget of 150 to like 180 million.
That's what I was thinking was going to kill them, was their budget, because it's mostly CGI.
Yeah. I mean, it's Tron. It's a digital movie. You know, like you don't really have any way around it.
Right.
Tron Legacy ended up grossing a total worldwide at just under 400 million.
Ooh, damn.
So
that makes more sense though, because this was the first Tron the first sequel to Tron, and it's the first one with like really good CGI, like the way I felt like it was meant to be seen.
Correct.
So like I think that might vary, or that might factor into that.
My worry is because a lot of people didn't go see this movie because of how they feel about Jared Leto.
Okay.
He's an asshole to work with.
Yeah.
He immersed himself into his roles,
method
like you were
actor.
saying. Yeah. So like,
but here's my thing. Like, okay, if he is like that, you're not working with him. Just go watch the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when people don't realize, it's like if you don't go see this movie, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
We don't get more because of that, and then they have to change the whole plot line, and Ares, the character of Ares, disappears. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it sucks. You know.
Yeah.
But I think Jared Leto did a great job in this. You know, I don't really, outside of Morbius being a bad movie, you know what I mean? He wasn't a bad Morbius.
And Addie just turned off the video.
Yeah, right. I mean, whatever. You know, like if you liked it, cool. I don't.
Yeah.
I think the movie was bad. I don't think his acting is bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
and the character was solid too, but
it's
it was just like the plotline, storyline. It was just fell short a little bit. But we are going to dive more into Tron Ares for sure. But first, we have a bit of nerd news to get into. All right, first bit of news. You'll like this. Yes. Invincible Season 4 releases in March 2026. We still plan to cover that. I have seen the first episode, and man, it was crazy. Heck yeah.
Well, you got three seasons to watch.
I know. And then somebody told me, when I talked to them at work about it, I'm like, yo, the first episode was crazy. He goes, bro, it just gets crazier.
It gets worse. Yeah. It gets nuts.
Yeah.
The gore and the blood and the fighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's from the same team behind The Boys, isn't it? So I'm good with it. So so we'll try to get that to you at some point. X-Men 97 news. Season 2 premieres in the summer of 2026. We're gonna have a big 2026,
dude. We're gonna have something like almost every month to cover.
Film. We're gonna be mad busy. We're gonna be eating good. Other bit of news: James Darcy will return as Jarvis. Now you've seen him in Endgame as Jarvis. He was the driver for Howard Stark.
So he wasn't in Agent Carter too?
Yeah, he was in Agent Carter,
Yeah.
If you've seen Agent Carter, but I'm trying to think is if he was in anything other than. Yeah, I think those might have been the only places we've seen him, right? Yeah. So he'll be returning as Jarvis, and also James Spader will return as the voice of Ultron in Vision Quest coming up. So that's cool. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will release in March of 2026. As we said, 2026 is going to be a big year. And then James Gunn says he has no plans to make Season 3 of Peacemaker. So it looks like that's it for the series, just 2 seasons. I'm going to start the rest of Season 2 probably tonight. I'll get that. I can't wait to see that. I was waiting for the finale to drop so I could just binge it off.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Because they're only like half-hour episodes, most of them. Like 30 to 40-minute episodes. So I'm like, come on. Some exciting news. Mortal Kombat 3 movie is in the works. So we have Mortal Kombat 2 coming out, and apparently it's going to have a bunch of fight scenes in it, which I'm excited for. So it sounds exciting. Can't wait to get into that. And they're introducing a lot more characters and a lot more of the characters that like we know and love. Like Katana is coming. I think Jade is.
Well, she's in the second movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They're introducing more people in the second movie.
Correct.
Johnny Cage, of course. Stuff like that. And then last bit of news: DC has officially announced their next big initiative after the DCKO event, and it is called DC Next Level, and it begins in March 2026. Now, is this a con or what is this?
No idea.
You don't know what it is?
No
Okay.
idea. Yeah, I saw you share it.
I don't know what the DCKO was.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was.
Officially announced. Yeah, a big initiative. I guess like the next things that they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's the bit of news out of DC.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for Nerd News. Make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification bell, and share this to anybody you know. Let's keep up with the latest in Nerd News. Boom. All right. On to Tron Ares. And as we always do, we're going to start off with our Infinity Stone ratings. Kike, you want to kick us off?
I give it a 4.5.
Okay, nice. Solid. Okay. Yeah. That's good.
It wasn't like, whoa, in your face, the coolest thing ever. Graphically, I didn't see any really flaws. The story was great. I think Ares' complexity was pretty cool.
Yeah.
To go from a program to what he is now. And yeah, I mean, I like that there's that looming possibility, and the end credit scene or the post credit scene. No, mid credit scene.
Yeah.
The mid credit scene teases to what could come. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Go see this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Language.
We don't get another movie.
Yeah.
Or that pertains to this. The canon didn't ruin anything.
Yeah.
If you have questions, things that didn't make sense, I kind of dove pretty hard into this.
Yeah.
I connecting the first movie to the third movie and then the second movie to this movie.
Yeah, they do a couple callbacks to Tron Legacy.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
The end credit or the mid credit scene
directly ties to it. Yeah.
Yeah, to the first one. But yeah, we'll dive more into that. But yeah. I think it was a good movie. A really good movie.
Nice. I'm gonna give it 5 stones. Yeah, I thought it was a really, really good film. Like I said, I enjoyed the graphics of it. I liked the story was pretty solid. I enjoyed it. It wasn't hard to keep track of. And yeah, I liked the character arcs. We started off with Kim. We've seen her arc, and I like the way that it told her story and how it progressed. Like, the more we got into film, the more we learned of her background.
Yeah.
So I like that. And then, yeah, Tron's complexity and his growth. And
Ares.
Ares' complexity, his growth, I thought was really good. I was curious, why does he have facial hair? Like, if you're going to make a program, I figured they would just be straight baby face, no hair, short hair.
Well, Flynn has facial hair.
True, but I'm saying if you're just gonna make a digital character, I don't know. I was just like, why would you make him with facial hair?
Well, because weird. Ares, the god of war, has a full beard.
Okay. So if you're going off of Ares, the actual
back
Ares,
in the day, those that had like full beards and like,
were warriors. Right?
Yeah, they're warriors. Yeah, so like it fits the MO of who.
Okay, when you say that, all right, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I was just thinking about a pure of like designing a computer character. Just figured it'd be like clean cut, you know what I mean? Like, but all right.
Like Steve Rogers?
Yeah, basically Steve Rogers is what I was thinking. Like, oh, just a digital Steve Rogers. But when you're saying that makes 100% sense.
His name is Ares, the god of war.
But I thought that was just a name because of what he's designed to be. Is this like, warrior or whatever, just guard of sorts? But okay. Yeah, so
I thought of it as like when you're on the Wii, you make your own avatar.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
It's what it was. It's just what's the guy's name? Julian what's the name? Dillinger, yeah. He just created that guy. Producer, your stone ratings on it.
I liked it. It was 5, I guess.
5 stones?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, nice. All right, for the same reasons?
I didn't hear
You're like not even paying attention. Doing the story, the CG on it, characters.
Yeah, I'm starting to be happy with CGI.
I like how the way that they have the Tron world come into our world is basically just a 3D printer.
Yeah.
It even has the
laser.
Yeah, but not only that, when it builds it, it has the little rough
the folds. The outside of it.
Yeah, that you break off.
Yeah,
it literally has that. I was like, okay, 3D printer.
It made me think of Big Hero 6 when he has those little droids,
bots.
The little bots.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Made me think of that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it broke off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
I thought it was cool. IMDb has it rated at a 6.7, and Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter was at 55, but the popcorn meter, us as viewers, was at 87. So
okay, see, that's solid. That's what I feel like the movie deserves, is 87.
Yeah.
You said the tomato meter was 60?
55.
55. Ooh, so straight F.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad.
So again, is it rotten though?
It just has a splat. Yeah. So yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Oh damn.
Is it because this generation doesn't really know that much about Tron?
That's what her reasoning was.
I would
why
say
people didn't
partially
see it.
so because I don't think they realize. Like, if you didn't watch the first ones, like I told my son, like don't even watch the first one. Like, he's gonna be so bored.
It's so adult, and there's the dialogue itself would be just way over his head. Yeah. Agreed.
Versus the second movie is appealed to. It's a family setting, even though there's action and whatnot. Legacy works for anybody.
Yeah.
That's just not how movies were made back in the day. You know what I mean? So the very first Tron movie, I mean, if you didn't watch that, there's certain references in this that you just don't get.
Yeah. But it doesn't stop you from understanding the story.
Not this movie. Correct.
No,
correct.
like Legacy. Like, if you didn't see the first one, you won't be lost in the second one. You just be like, oh, I wonder what that means, or that's got to mean something. Or
and there's not that huge of a cult following. People like us wanted to watch it, and some of our older generation wanted to watch it because they played the video game. And I played the game a lot too, so I mean, I downloaded it on the phone. I used to play it at the arcades. Like, I played the the light cycles and the tanks, and all those different games. There's like 4 games in one, in the Tron, arcade machine. Or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, I used to play it all the time. So that's why I had interest when Legacy came out. I was like, oh, dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like you said, this younger generation have no idea what they're missing out on.
I mean, we got to give it up to the first Tron though, and give it its props, because for what it did for back in its day and like the technology of the time.
Oh yeah, it was like groundbreaking.
They did a really good job. The discs were frisbees.
Yeah.
Like, that's how
straight up frisbees.
They just took what they had, and like, I was also seeing some behind the scenes of Star Wars, and a lot of the wide shots where you see like the army, like the stormtrooper army and all that, it's paintings.
Yeah.
It's not even actual actors. But with music and the movement of the camera, you think it's a real setting. Like, shit like that was just really cool to find out. Like,
they did what they
that's
could
what they did in the
technology.
70s and the 80s without computer CGI and shit. So like, now so many extras are CGI. Like, it's just so easy to do now. But yeah, to see where we started off at, where we're at now, is pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so any more stats on it?
No, that's all I got.
Cool. All right, so breakdown. The film begins by establishing that 15 years have passed since Tron Legacy.
Yep.
Encom and Dillinger Systems are rival tech AI firms. Dillinger Systems is run by Julian Dillinger, the grandson of the original Ed Dillinger. The central MacGuffin is the permanence code. Yeah. Buried in Kevin Flynn's old systems, which if retrieved, would allow digital programs or constructs to remain in the real world permanently.
Yes.
Beyond the, we'll get to that later. So there's a limit that they're trying to figure out, that they need the permanence code to bypass that limit.
So to talk about the permanence code and the connection between like the first movie, Legacy, and then Ares, I see a lot of like TikToks out there and people are questioning like, why was the ISO what's the character from Legacy?
Olivia Wilde's character? Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. I forget her name, but the character that came out, she was like the perfect creation. She comes out of the Tron world and then lives in the real world.
Correct. So there's two ways that happened. One is because they bring Flynn's disc, which has the permanence code in it already.
He gave her his disc so that she can get out that way.
Correct.
So that's
so the only way a program or an ISO, and what an ISO is a basically a manifestation of life in the grid. So it's unique or its organicness comes from the grid, and
it's a perfect being.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the point with that was to, and at the end I'll talk about what I think.
Okay.
And why I think Ares is searching, for them.
Okay.
So it's either that or her as an ISO, because she was formed in Flynn's grid.
Yeah.
She already possesses the permanent code. So it's one or the other.
Yeah. That's true. I think it could maybe be both. Like, and Flynn's disc just allowed her to get out.
Right.
But she already had the permanence code because, like you said, she is a human.
She manifested inside there.
She was a human in that grid. So
She's
she
not
wasn't programmed.
She's an ISO.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she's a human form that, like, when she comes out, she's human.
Yeah.
Right?
No, humans are original to Earth.
Okay.
So she's her own being. The ISO is the being. You know what I mean? So, like, it manifested. So, like, evolution occurred in the grid. And it created her.
It came
and
from
her whole people. Okay. Well, they're all dead now, but unfortunately. Yeah. But she's the last one of their kind.
Yeah, okay then. All right, I'm with you. All right. So, yeah, all right. So, Act 1, ENCOM mission to Flynn's Alaskan station. So, Eve Kim and her colleague Seth travel to a remote Flynn data station in Alaska, believing Flynn stored the permanence code there. And when she gets there, we find out that her sister was actually bunkered down at the station doing the work, trying to find the permanence code. And then she's taking over because her sister died. And then they recover part of the permanence code as proof of concept. They manage to import it digitally, an orange tree in the real world. Then they plant it like right outside the station. And then it survived for hours, which is proof that the code works. So they find it in one of Flynn's old servers, or like on his old computer.
Yeah, and it's all floppy disk. Yeah. Like old school. It's like an original grid. Yeah, like it's weird.
Kids, floppy disks are these square disks that you plug in.
They're not that computer. Big. They're smaller.
Yeah. Like, well, I don't know. The ones that they were using, they were pretty good size. They're like this big.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
The little ones that we used to just save data,
that was like a slice of cheese.
Like, yeah,
like
literally.
The second generation of floppy disks.
Yeah. So they get the permanence code and they use it to test it out. Like you said, that orange tree, and it's lasting for more than 4 hours.
Yeah.
And the original will only last 29 minutes. Yeah. So then she puts it on a drive, and then she's gonna go get it to MCOM, right?
Correct.
And then
with that, well, I guess a thing we skipped over was the whole movie opens up with the teaser trailer you guys see in the Disney Plus. It's like the first 3 minutes I basically feel of the movie, right? The teaser on the special breakthrough or the special look at Tron Ares on Disney Plus. Basically when Ares gets digitalized and
but that's not the beginning.
Yeah.
The beginning is with her. The Alaska station thing is the beginning. Then it goes to Dillinger Systems and we see Tron Ares.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah, it starts off with her. Okay.
Because
remember, she's on the snowmobile, dirt bike,
Their bike.
something like
Her dirt bike, yeah.
that. Mm-hmm.
When they get back, yeah.
So yeah, so then it kicks over to
Oh yeah, you're right. Then it goes
they're
back
on a
to
plane, right? Headed back,
celebrating,
and then it goes to
making mimosas, and they use the orange from the tree.
Yeah.
And then she's
Dude,
like, I made that.
Yeah, like when that happens, I was wondering, like, all right, you make an orange tree, right? But let's say you do it with a 29-minute deadline, and then you drink the orange juice from it. What happens when it goes away?
You just have that ash inside of you, that mush that it turns into.
But that evaporates. So, like, do you just feel emptier, or like, you know what I mean? Like if you didn't drink,
from not hungry to hungry again.
Yeah. Would it like fucking eat at your inside a little bit?
I don't want to know.
I don't think so.
I would imagine they wouldn't even like roll the dice on something like that. They would be like, just don't eat it.
Yeah, but since they knew that it passed that time,
yeah.
Imagine it just went to 5 hours. It just made a new bracket to 5 hours to 29 minutes. No, but
which I'm surprised in this movie, the 29 minutes is a very long time.
It feels long as hell. Yeah, you're right.
It felt like
I was like 29 minutes.
It felt like the Fast and the Furious, the airplane.
Oh, the runway.
The runway.
That was the longest runway in the world.
Oh, for real.
Shit, like 8 mile long fucking runway. Like, dude, when do they? How much longer do they need to lift off? Like, Jesus.
Well, that goes with the day old question of like, how long guys last. Yeah, 29 minutes is a long time, guys. Yeah. All right, that's a really long time. All right.
Yeah,
I think it did us justice.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, just remember that next time you're like, that was it. Hey, do I need to break out Tron? So, like I said, back at Dillinger System, Julian presents Ares, a master control program, type program, to shareholders as a perfect expendable soldier. So they're already using it for war and as a soldier.
Yeah.
Which,
as the name Ares implies already. Is the god of war.
I don't see this not being realistic. I feel like if we could make something like this, we would use it as soldiers. I'm not against it because it stops,
humans,
people from dying in war and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you can send out a soldier, if they get killed, you just print out another one or send out another one.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
But then you lose that, what they're fighting for and like the humanness and the
correct
trying to protect our
freedom.
It makes people
aspect. Ungrateful for what we have.
Look at
a good
point.
Where we're at in this world.
That's a good point.
All this political stuff happening, people become ungrateful because you don't have real people sacrificing their lives.
You take freedom for granted for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good point. Actually,
so I don't want anyone to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just.
How about just the frontline soldiers in the shooting part of the war?
Like the first infantry to go out? Like
the
ones that are put out for sacrifice?
Those are the ones that are Tron Ares. And then we're back at the station or in the fucking ships and stuff.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So we'll just...
or program, it still could get a virus and people could hack into it. Because look at what happened in this movie.
That's true.
And then look at iRobot.
Yeah, but it's not like she hacked into Dillinger Systems and they had control over Tron Ares. When he's printed, he's separate from the system at that point, and then he just goes back.
He also made his own conscience.
Yeah, he did, but nobody hacked into him and did that.
Yeah, well, that's essentially a malfunction that he had.
Yeah. So you're saying someone can hack and then print their own Tron Ares from that?
Well,
or how he had a malfunction, someone can exploit that weakness to control it.
Oh, like install that into other Tron Ares and have them turn on that. Okay, all right, I get you.
It could be crazy.
So Ares already shows signs of self-awareness or curiosity, real-world manifestations, like when it starts to rain, he looks at the raindrops and stuff like that. He notices raindrops and insects. I thought he was gonna
bust out the door like I'm out. At first, when he looks around at the door, I'm like, "Is he about to dip?"
Did you see you looking?
I'm out. Gotta go down.
That's funny. He notices raindrops and insects, indicating aesthetic or existential wonder. So they don't have feeling. So, and I guess that's why he was really curious about the rain, because he sees that it's an external thing happening, and it's separate from what he's seen already. Because that was, I would imagine, the first rainfall he's seen.
Correct.
So, because this is the first time we've seen Tron Ares in our world, but not the first time that they manifested him.
Or printed him.
Printed him, yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
So they printed him out before because we find out later when he goes back and talks to Athena.
Yeah.
He tells her like, "Oh yeah, this time I met Julian's mom," or what does he call him? He calls him like the master? No, not master.
Master Control.
Master Control.
Yeah.
Ares is the master control.
Master Control Program, yeah. MCP.
No, but what does Ares call Julian?
It's a good question. I don't remember.
He calls him something.
Is that the programmer?
Is it programmer? Master programmer? No, I don't know. Anyway, he says he met his mom.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh. And then, so Julian's mother, as we said, Elizabeth.
Was her reaction. Oh.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
She really didn't care.
And that does what for us?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Dillinger voices concern that Ares' lifespan outside the grid is limited unless the permanence code is secured. Julian brushes off her objection. And she says that she has like issues with it because he's lying to the board, making it seem like he's figured it out when it has a 29-minute limit.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell them that.
Well, no. He doesn't lie to the board. He lies to the people he's trying to sell that to.
The shareholders, no?
Those aren't shareholders that come to watch it.
It says to shareholders.
Is it the shareholders?
Yeah, it's the shareholders. So people that have, like the higher ups and people on the board, essentially. No, board is different than shareholders.
Correct.
So, well, shareholders can be on the board. But anyway, he talks to the shareholders and he doesn't lie to them, but he doesn't give them the full truth.
Yeah.
He just tells them like, oh, we have this. He goes, but what I'm not telling you is that it's very limited time.
Yeah.
So that's what she doesn't like. She's like, you're basically misleading them or false advertising.
Which in theory, like 29 minutes.
Each time can still be out there for a long time.
Yeah, you can still like have waves of that first
at the 28-minute mark, print a neutron Ares, boom,
yeah,
and then in succession you'll have them out there forever. But it would just have to be a neutron every single time.
Probably just overheat.
Just
redo it
how about just print one every minute, and then you have a full little army that goes down in minute increments.
Either way, one Tron makes huge.
Well, one
He's
Ares,
like his own squad, yeah.
And then
basically.
with Athena and his whole fleet of people, yeah. That'd be cool.
So Athena's like his right-hand man, right-hand woman, yeah. Do they have genitalia?
Bruh.
I gotta imagine they do, right?
I think they do.
They're like Barbie and Ken.
Right. I don't think it's that.
I think they do.
Well, she has breasts. We know that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like Barbie and Ken.
That's true. Barbie has breasts, but it's nothing there. It's just bumps. But
because
this is a question
we don't
for
see
the
children in Legacy either, right?
Well, why would you have children in Tron? That don't make sense.
The program,
or like the ISOs could grow up, but you don't install baby programs and then the programs grow up in the computer.
She was born there.
Yeah.
So she has a mother and a father.
Was she born as a adult or was she born as a kid and grew up in the Tron?
Well, I'll look that up later, but that's interesting. But there's, I'll save it for the end because I want to talk about what I think the next movie's about.
I'm just curious. Filmatics, let us know what you guys think. Do they have genitalia?
I think they do.
I think so.
I think so.
Especially when they come from the world of Tron into the real world.
You should not have paused.
Pause. Pun intended. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is fun to think about.
Okay.
So then attack on Encom's mainframe and a theft. So Ares carries out a cyber attack on Encom's system to steal information about Eve's progress and the permanence code. During that attack, he downloads personal data about Eve. And then he starts this is like where the first time Julian sees Ares go outside of his protocol.
Yeah.
Or his directive. And he starts diving more into Eve and her background, and he's like looking at files and personal stuff.
Mm-hmm. Finds out about his sister Tess.
Yeah.
Her sister Tess, and that she passed away.
We see video of her in the hospital and them singing her happy birthday while she's in the hospital bed.
And then it pauses on a peculiar page, looks like a newspaper article of the ISO and Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, his name's Kevin, right?
I think so, which is the
son of Flynn.
Yeah, Flynn's son.
No,
and
Kevin Flynn is the guy.
Oh, you're gonna look up Tron Legacy?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it pauses on them, and that was like one of the first.
It says
shouts out to Tron Legacy.
It says, where have they gone, essentially?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one knows that they just up and disappeared. And I have a theory of where they disappeared.
And then in the Escape, one of Ares' subordinate programs, who I was surprised to see in this, Caius is fatally injured. Ares attempts to save him, hinting at his emotional deviation from pure programming. Julian intervenes, disabling Encom's grid infrastructure. He just drops like an atom bomb in there, and then boom, kills everybody. But yeah, freaking Cal Kestis in the Jedi game.
Yeah.
Forget the actor's name.
Me too. He's
something
in
Moynihan. No,
she's in Shameless. He's the Joker in Gotham.
Bobby's like favorite person, almost like favorite actor. One
of Bobby's favorite actors. Yeah.
Bobby met him too. He came into Nutella.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. He said he left his workstation to go talk to him and everything.
Yeah.
It was funny. But yeah, I was surprised to see him in there. I was like, what is happening?
A lot of people say that if they ever rebooted or told a younger version of Daredevil, that he'd be a great younger Matt Murdock.
Oh yeah?
He has the hair, because he's not a brunette. He's more of a redhead in the comics.
Oh, Daredevil?
Yeah.
Is that right? Oh.
Yeah, he's an Irish Catholic.
Fair point.
You know?
Yeah, but there are plenty of brunette Irish Catholics.
Right.
Yeah.
But his hair is naturally more red in the comics.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's cool. Okay. So if they chose a young... But was he Daredevil that young? No, right? It'll be him like with Stick, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like those years? So before he takes on the Daredevil mantle?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, me too.
I just want to see him in an upcoming Star Wars film playing Cal Kestis. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. With his orange saber? Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or no. He takes... No, I think he does do orange. Orange or like yellow. I think yellow.
I think it's yellow.
Yeah.
And then he has two, doesn't he? A short one and a long one, similar to Kylo.
Hey-o. No, but...
Not Kylo.
No,
similar to Ahsoka?
I don't think so. I think...
Does he just have one?
Well, see, I'm only going based off the game. In the game, you can have two. So his detaches and he makes two.
Right.
Or he could put it and make it one saber with like a double-edged saber.
Yeah.
So it's so maybe.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because Ahsoka, hers are just two separate.
Correct. They do not connect.
Which is dope. It's sick because you can change your fighting stance depending on, or your weapon depending on who you're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do the with a one saber double edge, one saber or dual saber. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but it was just shocking to see him in there.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
And he
no
wasn't
lines, nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't talked about like he was gonna be in there or whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has such a small role, literally just a cameo.
Mm-hmm.
He was just one of the
And he got like $10
squad.
billion now.
Probably, yeah.
Nah.
Got a nice paycheck. He still got a nice paycheck.
Yeah, maybe like 2 mil,
I
4
know.
mil.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
I'm exaggerating.
2 mil, 4 mil, nothing crazy. Give me that then. I'll take it.
I mean, agree. For us, that's amazing.
For them, it's just like I did this little
It's
side
a little
side
change
project.
in
Yeah.
my pocket.
I did this little.
Yeah, it's a taxes for
it's
the
a-
year, basically.
Yeah, it's just a side quest, really.
Side quest.
All right, Act 2, Pursuit, Betrayal, and Revelation. So, return and chase. So, Eve and Seth bring the recovered permanence code back to Encom, but Julian and Ares are already pursuing them. Ares is joined by Athena, as we mentioned. A light cycle chase ensues, which was dope as hell.
Yeah, the light cycle chase was better than the games, I think.
Yeah, because they're so restricted into just being on the grid in that box.
Mm-hmm.
This one, they're driving through the town, and I like how, because she's on a motorcycle at first, and then they're catching up to her, and then she passes up a cop, so a cop starts chasing Eve.
Her, yeah.
And then the motorcycle gets in front of the cop car, and then turns on the light beam, and then slices the cop car right in the middle. That shit was sick.
That's wild. And how does, there's only, 2 people, Encom and Dillinger, that is known to have this type of technology, right? Who else, one of them 2 are going to get caught by the cops. You know what I mean? So when you're doing something reckless like that, and that's what it was, I was like, this guy just really wants the code that bad that he's willing to, he's sacrificing his entire image of his business. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Of his family business.
Because I think he's just trying to get the end game of getting that permanence code. Because he knows with that permanence code, then he could create an army and essentially be untouchable.
That's a lot of money to sell
Yeah.
that.
Here's...
He would be...
Yeah.
What, trillionaire?
Yeah. Quadrillionaire or way beyond that. So here's my thing. Here's something I found out in this one, which I didn't know was a thing. Apparently, you can bounce off of the streams of light, the beams of light. They're solid. They become solid objects. So, when they were fighting in the grid, they had the staff, right? And at just the end of it would make the grid or the beam, the light beam.
Oh, yeah.
So when they were swirling it around, they would step on the beam and use it to step off and jump up.
Correct.
And I'm like, but anything that beam touches, the beam kills. So I'm like, how is the side of it tangible, but the end kills you?
It's how hard it hits you, how fast they're going. So, in the light cycle races, they would bounce off of it too, and even in Tron Legacy,
Would they? Did I just forget that?
they bounced off, and because they were going so fast, they saw the sparks happen. But it was when they cut them off.
You said in Legacy?
In Legacy, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
So during the games,
So it's if you hit it head on?
yeah,
Oh,
it just destroyed it. It's
okay.
like hitting a brick wall.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was lightsaber-esque, where the light is what killed the person behind it. You know, like a lightsaber being turned on, essentially. That's how I thought it was. And then on this one, the beams, they would drive around with it on, and it would stay there. And then she was driving and then bounced off of it with her motorcycle.
Yeah,
And
so
that's
did
why I was
other
like,
cars too.
yeah, so
other
right.
cars drove over it.
Right,
Yeah.
and I was like, wait, what the hell? And why wouldn't they just be zapped right there? But then that makes sense. If you're not hitting it dead on, you did okay. So it's the beam piercing you is what would kill you or whatever. Okay. All right, fair enough. All right, cool. So I had that question. So eventually Eve is cornered in a an industrial area, like a parking garage and warehouse area.
The parking garage first. Because
Athena catches up to her.
Catches up to her, yeah.
So she's hiding, and then they go around those like roundabouts of the parking garage.
Yeah.
And Eve is up top already, and then Athena gets up, and right when she gets up to the top, Eve just lets her motorcycle go and hits her dead on and pushes her over the edge, and she falls down.
Yeah.
And then, but her motorcycle, her Tron cycle, is still up there. And then the whole time I'm like, turn it on, just turn it on, get the hell out of there. She's like,
and all you start hearing is click, 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 click,
yeah.
click, 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 and it's fucking
this girl
Dina just
gunning it, which I would assume they would be faster than that, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So then, so she's like gets away from Eve on the Tron cycle, but then Ares is after her.
Mm-hmm.
So then Ares finally corners her like the edge of this pier or something, and then so she just breaks the permanence code drive. Throws it in the water. And then Julian has sent one of his guys out on a helicopter with this big ass gun.
Yeah.
Turns out he shoots the gun at Eve and sucks her into the grid.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Well, into his grid.
Correct. Yeah, into the Dillinger's grid. Yeah. Where he has Ares. So then Ares' time runs out, and then he goes in there, and this girl's being like reassembled in the grid. So then she's there and then gets her own disc.
Mm.
And then Ares is torn because per protocol, Eve must die to extract the permanence code, because even though she doesn't know it in her head, she's seen it, so they can extract it from that.
But the likelihood of them doing that and her surviving are like really low.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like Last of Us. They have to kill her to take out the cure. So
correct.
So they extract the permanence code using her identity disc, and then Julian endorses this requirement, and then he kind of has like a he talks to the master program, we'll just call it that, and then
Ares talks to the Julian,
but when he's just the face in the digital intro.
Correct. Yeah.
So he talks to him, and he's like, well, he goes, shouldn't we not kill her? Or shouldn't we not do that? Because that'll kill her. He's like, what's your protocol? He's like, why does it matter? And this and that. He goes, do what I said. And he goes, I'm going to look into why you're having these curiosities. And then he gets back to Athena. And he tells her, oh, we're not going to be going through with killing her. We're going to hold her. And then Athena's like, that's what he said. And then he's like, what were the questions he gives her? He gives her some like weird ass things of like
stuck in traffic and all that.
Yeah. He gives her like scenarios of like
the stupidest, like,
if the sky was blue and you were running late, would you run through the red light or some bullshit? Like he gave her, and then she's like, what? And then he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. He's like, just do what I said. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then
like, why are you questioning me? Because he's the master.
Which is ironic, because she's doing what you just did. So it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So then he lies and tries to get her to safety. Oh, so then he gets back to Eve, and then Athena, does she talk to the Master Control, say that he's defying your order?
Yeah, well, she asked, she goes in there, and then Dillinger goes, I think Ares is, I don't know, he says something along the lines of like, he feels like Ares isn't, like his code is, or he's not following his objective or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then she confirms it.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, he just told me this. And then they're like, okay. So then that's when Ares and Kim, Eve are talking, and he's like,
Kim, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not calling her by her last name.
Yeah.
Eve, because they're Test Kim too, cause the sister. But so Eve and him are talking, and he's like, we have about like 2 minutes before, are you sure you can get the permanence code? Like, you sure you can get me out? And so,
I love this moment. I love this scene and then Tron goes, can I trust you?
Yeah.
And then she's like, probably not. Or so, if I'm being honest, probably not. And then that's when Athena comes in, and then so Tron or Ares' disc is a triangle, which looks like this, and it's not a circle.
Yeah, it's the master control.
Yeah, it's the master control disc. So he takes that out, and then when he turns it on, like it becomes a full triangle with like pointed edges, and I guess that's the part you attack with. So he turns it on, and then he just holds it at his side, and then when they get close, he just drops it, and it breaks the ground, and then them two fall through the water. Thought they were dead. Because the bottom, like above the water, you see a grid, the red lines of a grid.
Oh,
I thought when they hit that, I thought they were just gonna disintegrate. I was like, oh, they're dead, or she's dead, because she was falling further first.
Yeah.
So she hit the water first. I was like, oh, she's dead, and then they hit the water. I was like, oh, there's water there. Never mind, they're good. And then he falls in there, grabs her, and then
which is not really water, right? It's more like pixels.
Yeah.
It's pixels, but it acts like water. So yeah. So then he takes out that pole thing, and then it turns into
like a
jet ski,
almost like a
kind
jet
of,
ski.
but like
a cross between a small speedboat,
yeah,
and jet ski. Yeah.
It's like a 2-man speedboat, basically. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's like jet ski speedboat. Like an ATV for the water, kind of like yeah. So he gets in there, and they're gone, and then.
But what was funny was that he took it off of Athena.
That's right.
And I didn't even see when he did it.
As he's falling, I think he grabbed it from her. And
he had to.
Yeah,
because she reaches for it and it's not there.
She reaches to grab it so that she can jump out and make the aircraft.
Yeah.
And then her two people jump out and do it, and then they're after him. And then she's following in the big thing, right? Or is that later?
No, that's later. She just goes back to like their control center and sends those the drones.
Oh, that's right. So then they're after her, and then he's going through the water, and he's making like big ass waves of water follow behind him. And then so he's making his way to the beam to get her out because she has her disc, and if they go out through there, then Ares does the 29-minute timer thing. Mm-hmm. So they can make it out through there. So he does like badass moves to get rid of the two people, and the drones, and then they make it out, and then he's like, we have 29 minutes to get to MCOM to get the permanence code. He goes, and that way you can make me real. And then so they're on a race to that, and then does Julian send out Athena? Yeah, right. He prints her out to go after them, right?
The first time, yeah.
And he makes her master control.
Yeah.
That's right. So then he makes her master control, and then
because I think she just picks up his disc in the grid.
Oh, no, I saw it as Julian making her that. He makes her master control, so she gets that disc.
Oh, so that was her realizing that the disc was behind her?
Yeah, well, no, because I think when they
hers
get
was just a regular, and he
just
called her master control, but he didn't like give her the triangle disc. Hers was always the circle.
Mm-hmm. So I think when they left, Julian makes her master control because he realized he can't trust Ares, or that Ares is gone rogue.
But she has a triangle disc when she gets printed to go after.
Yeah,
Ares.
because by then, that's what I'm saying. He makes her master control and then sends her after Ares. So that and Eve. So then she gets printed out in that tank that we saw when we first met Ares. She gets printed out in that, and then she goes after Eve and Ares. Right?
Oh, correct.
And then when she comes back again, she comes back in that big ass like staple looking thing. I don't know what that is. You know, like the actual staple, how it looks?
Oh, yeah, that's from the game.
Before it's smushed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying when she comes back again, that's when she's in that thing, right?
That's the third time she comes back.
Right, but the second time is right now in the tank.
The first time is the tank.
The first time is the tank. The second time is like an
It's
aircraft.
just her. And then it's her and then the aircraft.
She's in the aircraft at the building.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So she's in the tank, and she's after Eve and Ares, and then she finally meets up with them, and then Ares tries to get her to run, and then he's taking...
This is where the longest 29 minutes...
Yeah, this one was a long 29 minutes. So then...
To the gas station, from the gas station then to the city.
Yeah.
From there to the gas station, that would have been 29 minutes already.
The gas station attendant where she's like, she puts up the magazine. She goes, "This is me." She's like, "I need your phone. I'll wire you 10 grand to use the phone." I'll be like, "Here's my phone. It's unlocked."
I'd be like, you can have it.
Yeah. And then she's like, and then they realize something. And she goes, "Oh no." Ares takes his car.
His Civic, his Honda Civic.
His badass Honda Civic. He steals it, and then
Not a
she's
badass
like,
Honda Civic.
I thought it was nice. I thought it was really nice. And then she gets to the car. She goes, "I'll wire you another $50K." I was like, "You can have it, baby girl. Like, you send me that $60K immediately. Like, I'm waiting for it. You know how I can buy you $60K? Shit."
Yeah.
So then they get to it, and she gets like her own beam, right? And then
Well, it's not her own. She takes his.
Flynn's, right?
No, she takes. Oh, you talking about
I'm talking about the
Eve?
beam that looks like a gun when they first
Eve's?
connect it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
That's
NCOM's.
Flynn's, right? Oh, NCOM's?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, but what does she do with it? Because they turn it on, or they try to turn it on to get it going. Oh, she fires it up, and then
She connects it to
this guy's about to deactivate.
Yeah.
And then he sees Athena, and he's like, change the plans, and he starts to run after Athena, but then she turns it on, moves it to him, and then it turns on, and it grabs him and takes him to Flynn's server.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna take both of them.
Ares and Athena.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd have been
They would
interesting.
have fought in.
Flynn's server.
Yeah,
That'd have been sick.
but it didn't happen. I was like, okay, cool.
That makes sense because it was behind him, so it hit one, and so
Yeah, and it is one laser.
Yeah.
It's not like a whole huge thing.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Take
yeah.
both.
And then once it hits somebody, that's it. It's a one-off. So Ares goes into Flynn's server, and it was cool. The way he bust out of the window was the way he burst out of the window in the server.
Yeah.
So it was like a mirror world. So it was pretty cool, or like the same setting. So then Athena's there, and she starts attacking them. But in Flynn's server, Ares meets Flynn. And it was
Not yet. He meets like their master control. This like little glitchy thing first.
Oh, the little
and then he gets on the old light cycle.
It reminds me of Elio.
Yeah.
The little bot that like
Yeah.
gives you gravity and all that shit. It reminded me straight up of that. I was
That
like,
was
hey,
a really
look
cute
at
movie, by the way.
Yeah, it was. And then so he meets that, and then that takes him to Flynn, right? And then he meets Flynn, has a conversation with Flynn, which is a nice cameo from Jeff Bridges, the originator of Tron. And then
But he appears as a
Force Ghost, if you will.
yeah, literally a force ghost, but this is a digital ghost. Yeah, so he's a digital. He's
Looks
just
cool.
data. He's just
Yeah.
a data ghost that's
Yeah.
that's just there.
Yeah, it
And
looks pretty cool.
He has his
Disc.
he has his disc, and in
Yeah.
his disc is the permanence code.
But he doesn't have it on him.
Yeah, it is.
He has it in the thing. Because remember, Ares grabs it.
Oh, does he not have?
Yeah,
it?
he doesn't have it on him. He has this nice like trench coat type deal on
It's
him.
like he walks up into like this pathway to the very top, and then something comes towards him that's like orange, yellow
Yeah.
kind of color orb, and then he like it looks like a little DNA thing that he just grabs it and then gives it to him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then he puts it on
And then they
his
go
disc.
into the white laser thing that's in the middle, kind of
That's
like,
right.
kind of like Power Rangers.
Yeah, you're
shit
right.
He goes into.
Yeah, he takes that little DNA thing and he puts it in his disc, his master control disc, and then it changes it and it changes him white.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, it takes him like all black, and then he goes like that, and then it brings him into the real world. And then when he turns on the lights, it's white, not blue. Which blue was in Tron Legacy.
Oh, blue was just
Is the Tron lights. Like the lights, they're all red. They're lit up red.
yeah. The only ones that
Tron
had
was
blue
blue.
was
Users in Tron. Because CPUs or programs were white.
no, they were red and orange.
Oh, you're right. They were red and orange.
Yeah, the
So-
ISOs were white,
The ISOs were white. That's what it
and
was.
the other programs were white.
Mm-hmm.
Blue was only Sam and Tron, originally Tron.
Yeah.
Then Tron got turned into a bad person.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't blue like that. It was white like the ISOs.
The other
or
programs.
The
yeah.
other program.
Programs and ISOs, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which it looked dope. His suit,
Mm-hmm.
suit in white looked really good. And then that's where he fights Athena. She
When
comes
he
out
comes
of the
back.
tank. Yeah.
Yeah. And this whole time, I guess we didn't talk about Athena doesn't succeed the second time being reprinted when she flies off
Oh yeah.
because she sees the sprinklers go off and she sees the water, and so she starts to be like,
She's distracted by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I thought she
And
was
then-
going to have a change of heart and not be a bad person.
Then who would be the bad guy? That's Julian.
Yeah. Leave the cliffhanger of them fighting and Jared Leto or Ares being able to talk her into like join my side.
Here's my thing with that though. Then that takes away to the significance of Ares, because then you're like, oh, well then tangible stuff will just change these people's mind. Kind of like how someone being born of the Force that's not Anakin takes away from Anakin's story. This would have taken away from Ares' arc and stuff like that.
I the concept, yes.
Yeah.
The lure, not so much because it's a way bigger magnitude
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Anakin. But okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So I'm glad that it just
they
distracted
didn't.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I initially thought, like when I saw the movie.
Oh, you're like, oh, it's gonna affect her the same way.
I thought
Okay.
he was like similar to how a producer was saying, like a virus.
Yeah.
I thought he was a positive virus on these programs,
Okay.
and I thought that's what he was going to continue to start doing to other people.
Yeah.
To other programs.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case.
Nah. So that distraction causes her to time out, and then she disintegrates, and then they're safe.
Yeah.
And then she comes back in that big ass flying tower thingy.
They have a name. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
But they're
like upside
this-
down U's.
Yeah.
They look very similar to like those Japanese archways.
Yes, they do.
You know, or like
Yes, they
Chinese
do.
archways.
Yeah,
They look
yeah.
like that, just floating. So she comes back in that and raises hell in the city, and she sends out those flying peoples, and she sends out a fuck ton of drones that come on, just start making beams everywhere. People are crashing into them, flying over, like it's crazy. And then remind me what happens after she does that, because she catches up to.
Well, so Eve tells Seth and AJ to figure out how to get.
That's right.
hack,
AJ comes in. Yeah.
Yeah, that they need to hack and shut down Dillinger's system.
Yeah.
So while they start doing that, she's like, "I'm gonna be bait, basically. I'm gonna be the distraction." She wants me.
Yeah.
So she takes off, starts running, and basically sending her on this wild goose chase, while AJ and Seth are just like,
Because if they shut down Dillinger's systems, all the people from the grid will just
From his grid.
deactivate. Yeah.
correct.
They'll just stop being. Kind of similar to like Age of Ultron, when they all just shut down. When all the Ultron bots. So they're breaking in, trying to hack in to shut that server down, and then in that they're pursuing Eve, and then like you said, Eve is just bait, just running around all kind of crazy. What else?
So then she comes down, she lands, and then the U.S. Air Force shoots down her ship situation.
That's right.
And so it lands, and then she comes out of the leg in that tank thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so now she's driving through, ramming through, and she gets like a light shield in front.
Also, this is the tank part, right? After she's in that flying thing. So this is the tank part.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the part I was talking about. I thought this. Oh no, we did say it was the third time that she comes back.
Yeah, so the first time it's just her.
Yeah, and
And
then
then-
she's in the flying thing the second time, and this time she's in that headquarters flying thing, and then out of that comes the tank. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm with you. All right. So then we also, Elizabeth, Julian's mother, reinstated as CEO by the board, tries to shut down the laser. Athena fatally stabs her, killing her to maintain control, and fulfills Julian's orders, which he said by any means necessary.
Yeah.
So he sees Athena kill his mom, and then, so then,
So a little bit more detail of what Kevin Flynn is. He's a digital echo.
okay,
That's a more accurate term of what he is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the remains, the remnants of his essence. So, and he says it in the movie. He's like, I'm just data.
Yeah. The other thing we forgot to say, where Flynn comes out of once he's with the permanence code, he comes out of Flynn's arcade.
Yeah.
Which is cool because that's the original took place there and the Tron Legacy.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. It's a nice like tie-ins all three of them.
Yeah. And then
pretty
Tron
cool.
just breaks the window to get out.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
like,
just,
bro, you could have just used the stairs, bro.
Yeah, you don't know.
Like, come on.
He'd never been there.
Which I thought, like, maybe, Sam and what's the ISO's name, man? I can't think of her name.
So I figured out the name of the thing we're talking about. It's a recognizer.
Oh, the gun?
No, the big ship thing that she's piloting.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Um,
Cora. How do I forget the name Cora?
Who's Cora? The
ISO.
Olivia Wilde?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cora. Nice. I feel like her name should have been Eve or something. You know what I mean? First of her kind, like something like that. Or Lucy. Lucy would have been good.
Yeah.
Because she's the first evolved. You know what I mean? That's perfect, actually. So, Ares and Athena battle. He's fighting her minions, and he's taking them down. And then, so like you said, meanwhile, AJ, Seth, and Aaron are back trying to upload a virus and override. And then that destroys Dillinger's grid and disables most programs except Ares.
Mm-hmm.
So Athena is mortally wounded and dematerializes in Ares' arms.
Which is kind of sad.
And it was kind of nice that she was like, that he was still having like empathy for her, sympathy for her, and was like holding her after he kind of killed her. But yeah, that was nice to see that kind of like, it was like, it was humanizing Ares.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, he's empathetic and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he still would have done it whether he was a program or not.
Right, because what we're saying is that he's developing emotions throughout the movie. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he would have definitely done that no matter what. Because he did that. That's kind of a shout back to with Caius, with Caucasus.
Yeah.
He did the same thing when he was injured. He went to him and held him.
And saved him.
And saved him, yeah. So it's the same kind of like...
Eventually, I think she would have been exactly like how Ares is. Or Ares was the first one to get there because he was the first one made.
He was the main program, yeah.
And then...
Or mass control,
And then
yeah.
Athena eventually was starting to get there because when the rain hit her, she was like, oh shit.
That's what Kike was saying.
Then,
He thought that's how it was going to play out.
Yeah.
I think the virus, or the good virus, I guess, to make them more humane, and is the master control, is faulty. So now that Thena,
It's that program, the mass control program.
that's what I was thinking. Like,
That makes
because now
sense.
that Thena is now master control, she now is starting
Was
to feel-
slowly getting there, yeah. Because technically, it would have been the same timeline maybe to when Ares was made from when we met him.
Yeah.
Maybe that same amount of time passed. I think it's the rain factor. It's the feeling something tangible that's not already present in the...
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like it... Because Dillinger stole the program from Flynn, right?
From Encom.
But it's still...
Well, no, not the program. He hacked in to find out what they were doing and where she was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't his creation. He got everything from Flynn.
No.
Or from
Yes and
his
no.
company, no?
So
I would have thought like that program initially was always good, just Dillinger using it for the wrong reasons.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So they were already like that was in their program already to do good.
Yeah. But no, that's not... Because that would make sense if that's what he did, but he just created his own server. So that was just a control part, like his security, his firewall, if you will, for that server. And that just started developing emotions and stuff and started evolving. But I see what you're saying. If he would have taken it directly, like if he would have took over one of Flynn's servers, then yeah, I could see what you're talking about.
So
Not the server, the program.
Yeah, but no, I know what you're talking about. But you have to take over a server, and in the server is that program.
So there was an original program, which alludes to it at the end. So Ed Dillinger, who is the grandfather of Julian, he created his own grid, and he had his own program. And that was the villain in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
So the grid that exists in the Dillinger grid, was developed because Ed Dillinger used to be the CEO of Encom, and then broke off, and Dillinger now has their own company.
So it's kind of like he learned the tricks in the trade from Encom, and then created his own version.
Correct.
Yeah. So, well, let's get to the end here. Authorities raid Dillinger HQ after they shut down all of Dillinger's server, and everybody that was in the real world just turned off, basically. Julian uses a digitization laser to upload himself into the now ruined Dillinger grid to escape capture. So he fucking hightailed it and dove into the grid. He basically, what do you call that?
Wait, where were we at?
Excommunicado?
I'm lost in the notes.
We're at the end.
The epilogue and after battle?
No, the final battle and collapse of Dillinger Systems. Number 7.
Right, but in there we don't talk about that. We don't talk about him.
Authorities raid Dillinger HQ, and Julian uses the digitation laser.
Oh, I double
Yeah.
copied.
Yeah, did you? Okay. So, well, that's how it ends, though.
Yeah.
That's how the movie ends. The epilogue is after the battle, right? We see him in there. Or no, that's all part of the end. The mid credits or the epilogue is this girl at the Alaska station room.
Yeah.
And then we hear Ares' voiceover on a postcard that he sent to her. And then we see Ares, and he takes off on a motorcycle after having lunch or something.
Yeah. So he looks at that newspaper clipping of
Flint's
Cora
son.
and Sam. And
yeah.
Sam. Cora and Sam are missing.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, cool.
Yep. So it was said he went back. Dillinger went into the grid to hide, and then he's at where Ares was normally at.
Oh yeah,
the master control.
The mid-credit scene.
No, just the end. I'm just wrapping up the movie. The end part is where after Dillinger goes into the system, he's where Tron broke the floor to die. He's in that office.
No, it just shows him that he digitalized in there. It's the post-credit scene or the mid-credit scene is where we see him.
Is that? I thought that was the same part. I thought it was the end. Oh, okay.
We
it just shows him digitized and then.
Yeah, he's just gone.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Oh, I didn't realize that was the same part. Okay.
Yeah. So this is where. Yeah, you're right. This is where Seth gives Eve the postcard, and it says, "Still out here, still learning. There's more like me somewhere in the dark," and that's the allude to Cora because she's an ISO.
And then you see him look at it. And then he gets on a bike, and then he says he thinks he knows where they are, right? And then he gets on a bike and takes off, and then that's the end of the film.
Well, no, it doesn't say. He doesn't say that, but he on the newspaper clip. There's coordinates on there. There's a longitude and latitude.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's what it was. I thought he said I know where they are or something like that.
Maybe he narrates it. Does he narrate?
Yeah,
it?
I thought he narrated, and I think I know where they are.
Said, I think I know where they are. And
Yeah.
then we look at it, and then that's where
you see the coordinates.
The longitude latitude.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, is this where we see
now?
Seth? No, that was the end.
That's the
Seth.
end.
Seth was before this, right?
Yeah, Seth gives her the postcard.
No, sorry, not Seth. Julian.
Yeah,
The part with Julian was before this.
Julian is now the end credit or the mid credit. So after the movie ends, it ends with Jared.
Oh, that is right. Okay. So yeah, so let's set up the mid credits.
So the mid credit scene is it's the ruins of Dillinger's digital network, and it's him there. It's the red dark light, glitching code everywhere, and then it's Julian standing, like you said, where Ares had dropped his disc, shattered the glass, and
basically Ares' room.
Yeah, their command room. Yeah, the master control probably room.
Yeah.
Similar to how when Clue had his spot, and they were there, and he had his watchtower essentially that watched over all of it. So then he turns around, and there's a disc in there, and that disc is Sark, which is the program that Ed Dillinger, his grandfather, created. And that's the one frisbee, the one that you were talking about. It's like a corkscrew.
Literally looks like a frisbee. And
yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm wondering, what does that signify? Like, why is that disc there for him? Because it's his DNA?
Because that means Sark never, that program was never officially destroyed.
Okay.
So it's been there.
And because he's a Dillinger, that's why it shows up for him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because it's the only other genetic code that would probably be able to connect to it.
Yeah.
Because the
would be a
Sark
Dillinger,
looked like
yeah.
Ed Dillinger, and
Yeah.
now it's his grandson. So they
Yeah.
have the same DNA, I guess.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And where that code works.
Yeah.
So that's where it ties into the first movie,
Mm-hmm.
and showing like, you know, he's now going to be the big bad. He was very powerful in the first movie, and then it kind of just cuts from there.
Yeah.
Well, his armor looks kind of like Galactus looking like.
Well, that's how
armor.
Sark's Dillinger, Sark as in Ed Dillinger's armor looked like in the comic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not the comic, in the first movie.
Yeah.
It looked weird and bulky and like this like.
Very square.
Yeah. Speaking of the first movie, we didn't talk about the really cool scene where Ares goes into Flynn's server, and when the little bot thing meets him, and he gets in the car, and it's the old school Tron cycle, and he's like,
I said it.
He's
I
like,
said it
oh,
earlier.
classic.
Oh, I said yeah. He gets on when he gets there and that little thing shows up, and then he gets in the old.
No, you
Tron
talked
cycle.
about that, but we didn't talk about the cycle itself.
I did. I said he gets in the cycle, and you guys just talk right over.
Oh,
it.
sorry. Well, I know I wanted to talk more about the cycle because it's the straight up classic old cycle look.
Yeah, the video game.
Yeah, and then he gets in it and it goes around him, and then he drives out through a crack in the wall, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was cool to see the old cycle because it was cool to see the, what would you say, like the 80s CGI, but now,
Yeah.
like in our CGI.
Literally.
It literally just looked retro, and it was pretty cool the way that they made it look. I was digging it.
No, I liked it a
oh,
lot.
that's cool.
It was really. I like I said, I didn't see any issues with the graphics of this movie at
Yeah.
all. You know, what looked bad was because it was old school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was on purpose.
Yeah.
And I liked it a lot. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yes, because that's how we saw everything.
Yep.
when
Oh, we
were
saw it
younger.
worse. Remember Atari? Oh man, it was just
Yeah.
pixels.
Mm-hmm.
That's what blows my mind is that like the kids love Minecraft and Roblox. I'm like, yo, that's how games started for us. Like that's how it looked. They're just bringing it back. Like it's pretty funny. Like Minecraft legit looks like it's just like if you could see first person view into an Atari game.
Yeah.
It's literally is what it is. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that is the film. Let us know what you guys think about it. If you liked it, disliked it, throw your stone ratings down in the comments. We would love to hear it. What else do we got coming up?
Well, before we go into what's coming up, I think I know where
Oh, you wanted to talk about
Sam and
Cora. Yes, go ahead, please.
So I alluded a little bit to it earlier, and I said she has one of two ways. It's either she uses Kevin Flynn's disc to have the permanence code for her to come from his grid to our world, or she already has a permanence code by being an ISO.
Yeah.
I think, and what hasn't, like, for them to him to step down as CEO and appoint Kim and Tess as the co-CEOs, then eventually, you know, Tess passes away. He did it kind of like abruptly, is what they made it seem like. I feel like
You're talking about Sam?
Mhm.
Okay.
I feel like they went back to the grid because, like, you know, we're talking about if they have parts. I feel like she's pregnant,
Okay.
and our technology here,
Can't deliver an ISO baby?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So I think that's why they disappeared. So he's back on the grid on his own server.
But why do
with
you
her.
think that? Why do you think that an ISO baby would be different than? Because it would be technically part human.
Correct. But where else would you have the time and the resources, unlimited resources,
Yeah.
but on the grid?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus in here, like, what if, you know, like IV or like or all the medicine that we use here isn't something she can use or take. She can't get an epidural and she has
Yeah.
to do it natural birth or
But
whatever. You know what I mean?
So I have two things about that. Number one, they did say that she was perfect. So I
Correct.
don't see her, Cora, that she was perfect. So I don't see anything saying otherwise that she wouldn't be able to.
But the baby
No, I
wouldn't
understand
be
that.
perfect because it's half human.
Right. But number two, wouldn't the permanence code change that and make them able to live here? So technically she wouldn't be able to give birth because now she's made to be a part of this world. So it would change her, essentially her DNA and all that, to be
But then
living
she's
here.
not an ISO anymore.
Correct. She wouldn't be because she's here now. She's an ISO in the digital world, but when she comes here, then she's, I would imagine, just because the permanence code changes them, changes Aries, it doesn't make them digital beings anymore.
I hear you.
So yeah, I'm just saying. I think if I were to sum it up, I think, or my final answer would be that it's the permanence code changing her to be able to live and adapt to this world. So the rules of her biology would match this world.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, that's just
but
my
given
thinking on
like
it.
how Kim and so did Kevin, they had their off-grid little offices to go do all this data research and stuff like that. And Aries is searching for it, and that longitude latitude is probably another office with another.
Yeah, I get it.
Situation.
I like that whole thing that they went back into the grid. I want to say it's for something else. I
Not because
don't
of the
think
baby?
a family would be the reasoning.
Well, there's also other articles in the movie where they show that like, who is this mysterious woman?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now, because technically what he did, no one else really knows that she's an ISO.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think maybe somebody caught wind that she was pregnant and then found out she is an ISO. Whether she's pregnant or an ISO, being an ISO in general,
Yeah.
someone would want to exploit that.
That's what I was saying. Maybe someone found out who she actually is,
Or what
and then
she
he
is.
took her back into the grid to save her from being captured by the government or being run tests on and stuff like that. I would see more of that following the line of a story more than, oh, she got pregnant, we got to go back in for that. I don't know. To me, I don't feel like that's something that they would center a whole movie around, or that being the reason that they went back into the grid. I don't know. I think it's just
but that's
easily
the only thing you
explained
haven't
that.
seen in here is the
True,
child.
true, but I just feel like it's easily explainable that she would just have a baby here because a baby wouldn't be a different thing that would be specific to her giving birth in that realm. I don't know.
Or being a baby, or even if there's a baby, like having half human and half
ISO.
ISO, would that be able to not need the ring and just be able to go
In and out. That's why
Oh,
I
that's
like the baby.
interesting,
That's
yeah.
that's my next point. Is like this baby might be able to walk in and out of that beam
Live
where they
in
come
both
in
worlds,
and out.
yeah.
And not and when he goes onto the grid, can similar to how Clue and whatnot, like they were able to digitize their own thing and control
Yeah.
stuff. Like think of it as basically Franklin Richards being able to create the reality.
Yeah, it's essentially dual citizenship. Like they can live both here in the world and in the digital world. Yeah.
Right. Or like a mutant of some sort where like it has its elevated power
Yeah.
of being able to control things on the grid and create and it's a whole new
That
life form.
that'd be a cool story to make for like, oh, she had a baby while they were in the grid. Like, oh, they had to escape into the grid to get away from being captured or whatever. And then while in the grid, she has a baby.
Correct.
And then
That's fair.
But not them going to the grid to have a baby, like for that
Yeah.
reasoning. But I like that. Like basically, we just merged our two storylines.
Yeah,
and that
because it
created-
creates a whole nother anomaly of what if.
Yeah,
And it leaves room for another movie. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Tron Rebirth, whatever. Something.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like
Love it.
just the random, like it just because you just don't understand what could happen. Like this whole concept is really cool.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
there's
And it has
so
the
many
potential
ways it
to
could go.
become a whole, like as big as it can be, as big as the MCU.
Yeah,
as
it could
big
be a
as,
whole universe for sure.
As the Star Wars and,
yeah.
and all that. Like it has.
Yeah, because Star Wars goes into space. Why can't we do the same into the digital world?
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. No, I like it. There's a lot of stories they could tell, a lot of different ways they can go.
Now I just never want to hear Tron say anything about quantum.
Yeah.
Quantum
let's
world
leave that
nonsense.
for something else.
Yeah, like they do quantum mechanics and things like that. They've said the word quantum mechanics.
But that's
thing.
mechanics,
But
yeah.
but it's not the quantum realm and things like that.
Yeah, it's not a
I
realm.
want them to stick to the grid.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Disney, don't
I think
fuck
they
this
will.
up. All
Yeah,
right?
no,
I do
don't-
not want to see King the Conqueror. No, I was kidding.
But I don't even think... Imagine the gang pops up in Tron. What the
But
hell?
that would be cool,
Where am
like
I?
in a what if movie,
Yeah.
or what if show, if they ever did a series and like, that would have been cool. Instead of seeing Mustafar, like when
Oh, yeah. One of the worlds is the digital grid?
yeah, that would have been
Tron.
freaking cool because it's a Disney property.
Yeah, that's a good point. Or instead of like Marvel Zombies, it's Marvel Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. That'd be cool.
Or like
That's where Ultron
yeah.
thrives in Tron.
Oh my god, he would have.
He would
Yeah.
take over Tron, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, all right. So what else we got coming up?
So coming up is
You want to do an episode on him? You said.
Yes, we definitely got to
Okay.
do an episode on him.
We'll do that, and then we have our Halloween episode after that.
Yeah.
And then what we have? When does Wonder Man come out? January, right?
Yeah, not till next year now.
All right,
It was supposed to come out this year,
Yeah.
but they got pushed back.
So we got to figure out some things to cover for November and December. So throw those out in the comments. Send a DM. What do you guys think we should cover? We'll try to come up with some stuff or find some things to cover for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But until the next time, what do you got?
Isn't Avatar coming out?
Which Avatar?
The blue people.
Oh, the third one?
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
When does that come out? Oh, we got Stranger Things. Whoopsie.
Yeah, that's coming out.
Stranger
soon.
Things comes out in November. So the first part we can cover.
Man, I know it's coming out soon.
What? Okay.
Then we can do a Twilight rewatch.
Pass. Not I'm
December 19th.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
not covering sparkling vampires
What?
on this
No
podcast.
way. I haven't even seen it.
He
yet.
said he said we could do a Twilight rewatch. I was like, pass.
I'm
I saw something that
kidding.
said Robert Pattinson is the worst vampire because it took him 28 years to become a bat or something like that.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see
It's
that.
funny. That was real funny.
I guess that's pretty much it.
So we got Stranger Things after Halloween is really all we have on the docket, really.
We can do probably
Well, you know what? We'll throw up something on our IG to get a poll going, and we can see producer over there not doing her job and fucking around. But no, we'll throw up something. You get your guys' suggestions on something we can cover until Stranger Things after Halloween. See what you guys throw up there, and we'll pick one lucky one and cover it. Or hey, if they're all good, we'll do them all. You know. So that is going to do it. Any last points? Besides, it was a good movie.
No, I just go watch the movie.
Yeah, if you
support
haven't.
it financially. Like guys, like
Let's see you a second time.
yeah. If we don't support this whole storyline goes to shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know.
Not good.
No, it's not good. It's
This
not
is
good at all.
this is way too good of a franchise to let it die here. Seriously. But yeah, so that is going to do it for us today. We want to thank you all for joining us yet again. And Kike, even in the digital server, I am with you.
To the end of the grid.
Oh no.
If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Also hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all our new episodes and more.
Yeah!